What's up, everybody? Sega Man, yeah, back here with another video. Just did a video a couple days ago, and I wanted to do a video on some OG Xbox shooters that were really awesome back in the day, in my opinion. And I want to share this with you today, and hopefully you'll enjoy this video, and hopefully you like the games I'm going to show you, and just talk a little bit about them. Some of them you might have in your collection if you're a collector of OG Xbox games, and if not, you'll get to see what I'm talking about today. So let's get into it. This first game was a great single player game, and actually a good multiplayer game for the OG Xbox. I enjoyed it a whole lot. I had some friends I used to play with religiously on this game, and I still love this game today, and it would be cool if they could bring this game back compat for the Xbox Series X. That would be awesome, because I would definitely be playing it again on that system. Or maybe a nice part 2 to this game, if they could make one out of this series, out of the first one, and that is the game 13. 13 was a great shooter on the OG Xbox. It was a great game. It was one of the first shell-shaded games that came out on the system. It got a lot of flack. You know, people weren't really taken on to the shell-shaded idea of a video game, but the art style and form of this game was great. It turned out to be a really good game. It was an awesome game. I still love this game today, and it deserves to have a sequel, or I don't know, to be back compat on the new Series X. You know what I mean? And still have the multiplayer function would be awesome. You know what I mean? But 13 was a great cel-shaded game. Very good story, in my opinion. The action in the game was pretty damn awesome. You know what I mean? It was in detail, the game, and I still love this game today, and I'm thinking about actually playing the game today down here in my game room. But it was a Ubisoft game, and it still holds up, in my opinion, today. So if you get a chance when this is all over, or maybe you can find it on Amazon or eBay and order it, you know what I mean, and you know, give it a shot. You know, it was a pretty decent shooter for its time. Now the next one we got here is another game that really didn't get much hype. You know what I mean? It's made by Majesco. It was a pretty good platforming shooter sci-fi game, in my opinion. Kind of dark, gritty sci-fi shooter, and I just thought it was a pretty good game. Now this is one I didn't finish. You know, I need to go back and finish some of my OG Xbox games, but that becomes hard when you're a collector. You know, I have so many OG Xbox games. A lot of them I did beat, but there's some of them that I haven't beaten yet. And this was pretty good. This game is called Blowout. This was another pretty decent game for the OG Xbox back in the day. You know what I mean? Some of you might have heard of this game and might have tried it out. You know, give me your opinion in the comment section below, you know, after this video is over, and tell me what you think about Blowout. I thought it was pretty cool from what I played of it. You know what I mean? Kind of reminds me of like a side-scrolling like Contra or something like that. But it's pretty good, and I think you can find this game fairly cheap in your local mom-and-pop game store, or you know, like an exchange or something like that. But I thought it was pretty decent. So give it a shot, guys. Now the next one here is by Crave Entertainment. Now I didn't finish this game. I got halfway through it. Pretty good shooter. Pretty damn gritty. You know what I mean? And it is called Trigger Man. Another pretty decent game to own and collect for your Xbox collection. This is pretty, in my opinion, a pretty decent shooter for the OG Xbox, and it's really not that bad of a game. You know what I mean? You have to give these games a chance, and then go on an opinion after you've tried them and have played them. But it's really not a bad shooter game. It has a lot of action in it, you know, a lot of blood, and kind of like gore, you know, in it. But it's pretty decent. You can probably, I got this at Lukey Games, so you can probably find it for about probably about $5 or $6, something like that. You know what I mean? Complete, even. You know what I mean? But these days, you know, when you shop online for some of these games, a lot of them, it's only game only. You know what I mean? So sometimes you'll luck out and get a complete copy of these games. So give it a shot, guys. You might like this shooter. Now the next one we got here, okay, this is a well-established artist. You know what I mean? And he has his hands in a lot of things. You know what I mean? And I like him. I like his game. And it's pretty good, and that is 50 Cent Bulletproof. Another pretty cool game for the OG Xbox. The thing about this game, guys, is 50 Cent put his videos in it and his original music that he wanted in the game. You know what I mean? So this game is 50 Cent, period. You know what I mean? The graphics were what they could be for that time. They weren't super bad graphics, but there's music videos on here, and his music, like I said, is in the game. And I believe there's some, like his G-Unit, their voices are in it, their characters. Bulletproof is a pretty decent game, and I also have the second game that came out for the Xbox 360. I think it's called Blood Money, I believe, or Blood Diamond. It's one of those, and I didn't finish that one. I'm near the end, but that one got way more attention and praise than this one. But in my opinion, they're both great games. So you could probably find this game, I would say, pretty cheap, you know, on online, or at, like I said, at a used store. You know what I mean? But it's a pretty decent game, and it's cool that 50 Cent did this. You know what I mean? A rapper's video game. I really think it's pretty cool. So give it a shot, guys. Now this is a great sci-fi shooter. Still stands the test of time to me, in my opinion. And I can play and beat this game over and over and over and over again. And that is made by Midway. That is Area 51 for the OG Xbox. A great sci-fi shooter. Great sci-fi shooter. You know what I mean? It has the voice of David Duchovny in it from the X-Files, and I believe the guy, Marilyn Manson does the voice of the Ghost or something in here. But it's a pretty decent game to get, guys, and you could find these, like I said before, fairly cheap. You know what I mean? It's good, fun shooter to play while you're in the house, in your spare time. You know, if you have an OG Xbox or you have a 360. Can't remember if Area 51 plays in a 360, but if you have an OG Xbox, it's definitely worth checking out and playing, guys. It is a lot of fun. I kid you not. So check out Area 51. Now this game here got a lot of attention. It is back and pat for the 360 and your Xbox One X, and it is the game. Very awesome shooter. Very awesome shooter. People still talk about this one today. Actually, this one wasn't forgotten about, and that is the game Black. Black is an awesome shooter for the OG Xbox, EA, and it's a great game. Now I have it digitally downloaded into my One X, but I have the physical copy that I have just put away. But this is a great game to own, guys. If you're into shooters, if you're a shooter bro, this is one of the ones you need to own is Black. The graphics are beautiful in this game. The gameplay is awesome. The Xbox One X version of it is in. I believe this one is enhanced very good, and it looks really good, and it's just a great bro shooter game. It's a good bro shooter game if you want to get into those type of shooters. It's a must-own. Physical copy is a must-own, to have in your OG Xbox collection. I highly prefer, if you find it, pick it up and add it to your collection. Now the next one here was a really good game. The Xbox Magazine's Editor's Choice game by id and Activision. This game is still made today, and they still, in my opinion, make this game awesome, and that is Wolfenstein for the OG Xbox. Another great game to own if you love shooters, man. Wolfenstein is great, still good today. I own them all, and it is a great game to get into if you're into shooters. The one on the OG Xbox was pretty goddamn good. Pretty bloody, pretty gory shooter in a way. It's gotten 5 stars rating for the time period, and it's a must-own if you're into shooters, man. You need to add this to your collection, and they did a great job with this game. It's still worth going back and playing, you know what I mean? So if you get a chance, guys, pick up Wolfenstein for the OG Xbox, guys. It's an awesome game. Now I'm just going to show you these two because I don't want to make this video that long. And these are two great games. One was only on the Xbox, and the other one, I believe, came to other systems. So I'm going to show you both of them. These are two side-scrolling shooters that I still play today. I own most of them digitally and physically. And this is a must-own if you like these kind of shooter games. Very fun, very comical. Graphically, they were pretty awesome, in my opinion. And that is Metal Slug 3. That's the one that was only on the Xbox. And then 4 and 5. These are other great games to own for your original OG Xbox, guys. These are great games to own if you love the Metal Slug series. I love the Metal Slug series by SNK. These are great ports of the game from on the OG Xbox that still hold up today, and they still play good. Now I have a lot of these digitally that I just play on my Xbox One X, but like I said, I'm a collector, and I've played them on the OG Xbox and beat them over and over again. They're great to have in the collection if you're into those type of games. So if you get a chance, check out some of these games, and if you have these games already, let me know in the comments section below what you think about them. You know what I mean? What did you like about them? Is there anything that you didn't like about them? Let me know. So I just want to say thanks for subscribing, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and play games. Alright? I'll be back with another video here soon. I might not be in the next couple days. But I'll be back with another video soon, guys. Thank you for subscribing and watching. I really appreciate it. If you have a channel and you do videos on gaming, or things like that, you like what I do, I will subscribe back to your channel. If you have videos to show, you know what I mean, that would be cool. You know what I mean? But I really appreciate you coming by and checking out my channel and my videos. So I want to say something real quick before I go. I'm thinking about maybe starting up, not right now, maybe in a little while, starting my own podcast, because I really want to get into really talking about games and like true gamers out there that have a passion and they have experience in game collecting and playing games, you know what I mean? Not all this drama and all this stuff that's going on today in some of these podcasts, you know what I mean? And I'm really thinking about starting my own podcast here pretty soon, you know what I mean? I got some ideas that I want to bring out, you know what I mean? And because it's just something I really like to do, and I'm really honestly thinking about starting my own podcast, so I will let you guys know further details here in the future. So you guys take care, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out. Xbox for life for me. Jump in. Later.